Hello, YouTube.com. My name is John McGarrett. This is my YouTube tip channel. This channel exists to, as I grow, I want to give feedback or make videos that immediately is relevant to the things that I'm learning while I'm going through it. This one's going to be a little bit different. This is going to be kind of like showcasing a channel, and then like this is a new format for me. So there's a channel. I'll just jump right into it. We'll just jump right into it. There's no intro. So this is I feel this is very important. So let's just hop in. Okay. So there's a channel I came across called Dodash. This is a channel that is kind of blowing up. I saw her through another channel called the Lord Hex Squad or whatever, and he was talking about how this channel is blowing up. It's doing a thing. Blah 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 blah. His video not too important about whatever. That's just how I discovered her through Lord Hex Squad. So Dodash is a talking head channel, motivation tips channel, essentially. Whatever. Just let's just sharing wisdom, laughs, and fun while being free. She makes these. She does not. She indiscriminately makes content. She just like she just makes comments or content. Sorry. She does multiple posts a day. She does stuff, whatever. She gives tips to people. Essentially, her content boils down to post content a lot. Do not be afraid. Don't over edit. Don't overthink. Don't do. Just do it. Just do it. Okay. So I like this channel a lot. I subscribe on my main channel, and I watch her videos every now and then, here and there. I mean, like when it popped, you know what I mean? It's just like I'm not like a diehard fan or nothing. So as you can see here, I don't look at every single one of her videos, but sometimes it'll pop up. Like if one pops up right when I get on YouTube, I'll watch it because it's like, oh, cool. This one's brand new. I'm gonna be whatever. Don't really matter. So, this one I'll talk about. That's why I brought it. I have it here. I don't want to play it because I don't want to like take views away from her or whatever. Go check her channel out. I do recommend this channel very much. It's a very good channel. So, and supporting her, I feel is a good idea. I don't know. She's doing really good, and she's like, I left a comment here before. I'll just read this. This is kind of my opinion, my overall opinion of her channel. This is a really good concept to tell people. I've seen other content creators make commentaries on your channel, how it's misleading or trapping their channel, say they're cool with your content, but then going to how people may be misled to think that YouTube is an end-all, be-all, and that's all you promote. I don't know. Every time I watch your content, it's just like, make content, stop being afraid. I don't know whether people get the idea that your content is suggesting a get-rich quick scheme, or in any ways promising anything is not realistic for anyone else to get into. So that is my, your content is basic, simple, and straight to the point. It's not flashy, it does what it needs to be, and it's getting views. So you're getting paid, you're showing others your success. They don't need to invest thousands to a channel equipment to get off their butt and just hop in. So that is my opinion of this channel, and that is why I think this channel is working, is because she's able to do this and post content indiscriminately, and people who subscribe to her channel know that she's going to be posting multiple times a day. It's going to be low quality. I say that with quotes. I'm not trying to be insulting. Low quality, as in like low budget, low editing, low whatever. It's just going to be raw, unfiltered content posted multiple times a day. And if you look at her content, she posts a lot of repeating content. Okay, so just going to dive a little bit further in here before I move on to the next part of this. So we have oldest. There's just one more thing I just want to note is that she's been posting for 4 years. Okay, she's been posting for 4 years. Let's see, 4 years, 2 years, 2 years, 2 years, 1 year. You see a lot more frequency, yada yada. And then as you can see, there is a like steady incline. So if I were to make a graph of her content posting, here's her start, and then this is her when she started 4 years ago, and then all of a sudden you just go like that. Okay, so this is today. That's her content travel. Like this is the amount of content is this line, and this is the timeline from back then to now. So that's her content now. So this is her strategy for her channel. So she does a bunch of other stuff. You know what I mean? But then eventually she finds something that hits. This one I clicked on, whatever. I think it was a little bit of a clickbaity title, but this is the only one that like isn't relevant to her main theme. But now she saw a trendy topic, and that is, she understands that people are like nosy, want to know how much money you make if you're monetized on YouTube. So then she saw that this is my guess, I don't know personally, I don't know the person personally, so she probably saw that she got some views off of that, so she's like, I'll add that to my daily or weekly whatever, and then I'll just continue to increase the frequency of her content. So the reason why she's doing this, though, is one of the same reasons why I decided to make content, is that this is my guess as well. The algorithm changed to heavily focus on the never-ending scroll that Facebook has, Instagram has, all those other things have. So when you post videos, each video is, from what I understand from watching from the Creator Studio, it chucks you out to random people, okay? So it shows you to your subscribers, but then it samples your content based on keywords or whatever, all the other things that you do to your video, and then it just spits you out to just different pools of people, and there's about 2.5 billion monthly users, so there's a lot of pools for you to be cycled to, okay? So it's not just going to show you to the same people all the time, sort of, okay? And then she probably realized in her head, more videos equals more views. She probably experimented, you know what I'm saying, from my little chart here. And I'm just guessing, this is all speculation. She probably saw that more frequency means more views, not hurt views, more video, more views. So she posts more videos, found maybe a critical mass where she was seeing like some diminishing returns on her posts and stopped doing it. But anyway, the thing is this is how YouTube works, okay? From what I've seen, you are small until you are not small. And when, you have to do things to get some attention. Once you get that attention, you just have it now. So let's say, for instance, there's this doesn't really matter. So okay. So I don't have an example here. I should have had that. But if you make content and you get 1 million subscribers, you can make content. You get 1 million subscribers doing things like that are crazy, like crazy challenges or something like that. Then after you have 1 million subscribers and they're subscribed to your channel and you get a following that follows you and just whatever, you could upload a video of you like farting into the microphone for a minute. And there's a good chance that there's going to be a lot of people on your subs that'll still watch that video. So then because of that, you will have a advantage over other people because you will have feedback, which will signal the algorithm that people are watching that video, and then it will just disperse it to more people. It's a principle called Matthew principle. The more you have, the more you get. So that's just whatever. So now I only have 8 more minutes because this is an unverified channel. So now DoorDash, that's kind of her method here. Now she is successful, becoming more and more successful to the point where this could be like probably a full-time job. She doesn't need to work 9 to 5s as much anymore. She's posted a lot about how much money she's making. And then there is a few channels I want to talk about quickly then. She has accumulated some haters, critics. We'll just call them critics. I don't want to like throw shade. But essentially, we have this guy, Live Video School, who says that she is teaching people risky business. And this guy likes to make videos about her. And this guy's been in the game for 15 years and says that she is promoting a bad strategy because she's telling you to make YouTube videos and she's not telling you to get an email list and she's not telling you to diversify. So this guy's warning you about that. So he's got these titles saying, he's making titles saying, oh my gosh, this chick is misleading you. She's dangerous. Don't watch her. Watch me. Okay, that's how this comes off to me. Okay, so I've dug into a couple of his videos and I watched them, and he does say, hey, I know I said what I said, but I like her channel. I like what she's doing, but she's not doing enough, and that's why you need me. So that's this guy. Then we have this guy. I watched this video here because I just went in DoorDash haters because I know there's more of them because she's brought them up or whatever. And this guy, I watched his whole video, and he's essentially saying, he's making the claim, Carter's Origins is making the claim that DoorDash is selling everybody false dreams through her content, saying that you can do this exactly like me if you just subscribe or something along the lines of that. Teaching, like he's interpreted her content and her spam low quality, so he's making a judgment against her content strategy. That is he's gatekeeping her content and saying it's trash. So then because he's judged that it's trash, it shouldn't be successful. And because it's successful, it has to be a scam. That's how I interpret this video. And he says that it's wrong for her to teach the method that she's teaching, which I feel is incorrect. And the reason why I bring this up, why am I bringing this guy up and the other guys? And then one more. He signals to this guy, Ringo, has DoorDash ruined YouTube? No, I think what kind of has happened is that, like I said, the algorithm change where content is promoted differently because YouTube is changing into a part of it. I don't know anything about YouTube, but what I've noticed is that it is turning into a never-ending scroll. So then they need infinite content to give people infinite novelty, if that makes sense. You want your brain gets dopamine high when it scrolls and it sees something new. If it's bad content as well, that also lends to good content looking better, making you more likely to click on content. There's like, yeah, I mean, I can go into that in another video, but that's kind of how YouTube has changed, in my opinion. And that's why you're seeing all these different types of DoorDash people. But DoorDash, I've watched 5, 10, maybe 15 videos of her. She never says that this is, she never makes it seem like you will just magically get successful. She says that like you need to stop worrying, you need to stop letting fear stop you from starting, and the faster you get on top of it, the more likely you are to be successful. And that is the core of her message, and you can see this in her titles. If you look into her channel, let's just look at her latest. You can't take content, you take content creation way too seriously. So this, that is that game over. If you suck at sales, get your ass on YouTube. This one I'm assuming is going to tell you that you will work on your sales pitch by making YouTube videos. YouTube paid me, I can finally afford to shop at Target. This is just kind of like fanfare. YouTube AdSense really just paid me $9,000. Is this a joke? She is in disbelief that it's made that much money. People are very interested in that. Walk a plan B. She's telling you to go all in on something that you believe in. Don't ask your family and friends for their advice ever. Okay, so that one, I don't know. I can't really comment to this. Do this if YouTube money slows down. So she's probably taking advice from her haters. Why you let mean comments stop you. So again, more motivational posts. Don't let fear. This is going to lend to that fear thing. Don't stop making YouTube videos. Keep making YouTube videos. She's telling you to persevere. These are things that are going to carry weight. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how this is selling a fantasy. She's saying it's like by saying don't stop making YouTube videos, and then why you let mean comments stop you and blah 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 blah. All those things are to like encourage you to keep going. So I understand, like, by implying these things are going to happen, she's letting you know that tough roads are ahead. It's not there's going to be a struggle, and this is going to help you motivate yourself. So I don't understand how that's selling you a get rich quick scheme. But anyway, yeah. So I had ChatGPT. I only have a few more minutes here, but I had him like summarize the critiques, and I was going to comment on them, but it's not really, I don't really have time now. But common themes across the videos. All 3 videos are critique her methods, accusing her of misleading audiences for personal gain. This I have a huge problem with. That's what happened. Yes, they said that, like this guy specifically. Sorry, I kind of got off track from the plan for my video. So they for personal gain, like, yes, she's on YouTube to make money, but it doesn't mean she doesn't care about who she's trying to help. Okay. Carter and Ringo expressed concerns of how creators like DoorDash degrade the quality of content on YouTube. That, again, is, like I said before, it is super gatekeeping, and that type of elitist mentality is like very harmful. That's very bad. Gatekeeping, like, if these people espouse to even believe in God or Christian beliefs or anything like that too, that also is like how the Pharisees saw it. And it's like, it's not about the quality, it's about just trying. That's whatever. Authenticity, the venture you stresses sustainable value-driven growth, contrasting the alleged get-rich-quick tactics. She's not suggesting get rich quick. She's suggesting hard work and then just really trying. My camera lagged out, so let's move that over. Each creator offers insights on building a genuine audience and avoiding reliance on deceptive tactics or short-term strategies. So again, I think they're just misinformed. I don't think they really watched her content to make that form of value judgment. So again, I'll probably talk about this later too, because I missed a lot of things I think I wanted to cover, but this was just a first attempt. Again, DoorDash, she's telling you to just get after it and stop caring about, like, you don't, it's like she's telling you to like stop letting perfection get in the way of good, and the other people are gatekeeping her because they judge her content and see it as less valuable than their content. Essentially is how I'm viewing it. Except for this guy. This guy is just like saying it's dangerous to do what she's doing because if you rely on one thing, blah, blah, blah. But he's kind of like baiting you into saying, like, she's not teaching you enough. You need her plus me or else you're not going to succeed. So it's like, more like, I don't know. I still feel like it's problematic in the way he goes about it too, with the titles here, this false sense of urgency, etc. But yeah, that's my video. Bye bye.